What would you do if you could change your financial life in a month? Join me on my 30-day journey to develop a wealth mindset and see the surprising results. If you're tired of struggling financially and dream of achieving financial freedom, you are in the right place. In this video, I will share my 30-day journey to develop a wealth mindset, revealing the practical steps and valuable lessons I learned from great names like Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, and others I've featured on this channel. Get ready to be surprised by what you can achieve in just 1 month. And don't forget, the transformation starts now. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any insights that could change your financial life. Now, let's get straight to the point, the start of the challenge. What an exciting experience it has been to kick off this 30-day challenge. The idea of creating a wealth mindset is not just a task, but a transformative journey that promises to change the way I view money and opportunities. Over the past few days, and the upcoming ones, my goal is not only to understand the principles that govern a prosperous mindset, but also to apply them practically for the rest of my life. In this challenge, I set some clear intentions from the start. I committed to being open to new ideas and perspectives, challenging the limiting beliefs that we often inherit or acquire. One of the questions I have been asking myself daily is, how can I make my money work for me? This question has become my guide, helping me focus on solutions rather than problems. One of the strategies I adopted was dedicating time every day to reading and research. Based on the valuable lessons I've learned from investors like Warren Buffett and Ray Dalio, I realized that knowledge is truly power. Therefore, I set aside an hour each day to study finance books, watch educational videos, and analyze market trends. This practice has not only expanded my knowledge, but also motivated me to apply new tactics in managing my money. Another powerful technique that has emerged is visualization. Since the beginning of the challenge, I have been practicing visualization as a way to materialize my financial goals. Each morning, as I sit in meditation, I imagine the life I desire, filled with financial freedom and opportunities. This mental exercise has been a daily source of motivation, reinforcing my determination to achieve my goals. Additionally, keeping a progress journal has been crucial. Documenting my thoughts, feelings, and discoveries throughout this journey not only keeps me accountable, but also allows me to reflect on my evolution. Revisiting my notes shows me how much I've learned and how my mindset has begun to transform. I am excited to continue this journey and share every step with you. The transformation is underway, and each day I feel closer to building the wealth mindset I have always wanted. As we reach the halfway point of this 30-day challenge, I am excited to share my progress and the lessons I've learned so far. This part of the journey has been filled with discoveries and reflections that have helped shape my wealth mindset in ways I didn't expect. In the early days, my focus was on establishing a solid routine. I began each morning with guided meditations that emphasized gratitude and the visualization of my financial goals. The feeling of starting the day with a positive mindset became a powerful practice. These meditations not only helped me center myself, but also allowed me to connect more deeply with my financial aspirations. However, an unexpected aspect was how this practice influenced other areas of my life. I felt a boost in my motivation and energy, which impacted my productivity in daily tasks and personal projects. In addition to meditations, I decided to introduce a new time management and organization technique, the Pomodoro technique. This approach, which involves working in blocks of 25 minutes followed by short breaks, helped me become more efficient during my study and research periods. In the early days, I realized that I often distracted myself with social media and other unrelated tasks. By implementing this technique, I was able to stay focused, increasing the amount of material I could absorb daily. Regarding reading, I immersed myself in books and articles that explored the psychology of money and financial habits. Books like The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker and The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason provided valuable insights into the wealth mindset. One of the key takeaways was that wealth is not just about accumulating money, but also about creating a mindset of abundance and generosity. These lessons began to integrate into my life philosophy and influence the way I view and handle money. Surprisingly, one of the most impactful moments occurred during a conversation with a friend about finances. He shared his own struggles and successes in building wealth. What started as a simple exchange of ideas turned into a deep discussion about mindset and limiting beliefs. This interaction made me realize the power of sharing experiences and how it can open new perspectives. I began to apply this approach in other aspects of my life, seeking more interactions with people who share a growth mindset. Another technique I tried was the practice of daily tracking my expenses and income. This activity helped me gain a clear view of where my money was going and identify areas where I could save. Reviewing my notes, I discovered that many of my small expenses were not truly necessary, and that I could redirect those funds towards investments and savings. This realization was enlightening and led me to develop a new appreciation for the value of the money I earned and what I could build with it. As I continue this journey, I am aware that challenges and moments of doubt will rise. However, I am learning to see these obstacles as opportunities for growth. I firmly believe that every step taken, even those that seem small, is contributing to a significant change in my mindset and the way I relate to finances. The most exciting part is that now, halfway through, I am increasingly motivated to continue. Each technique and lesson I have learned so far adds to a repertoire of tools that not only help me in this challenge, but can also carry with me into the future. The wealth mindset is not a goal to be achieved, but a lifestyle to be cultivated daily. I am eager to share what else I will discover in the coming weeks and how this will impact my financial journey. Stay with me, because the journey is just beginning. As I share my progress so far, it's also important to address the challenges I encountered along this journey. Despite the initial enthusiasm, I faced difficulties and moments of doubt that tested my commitment to this wealth mindset. In the early days of the challenge, I felt a wave of motivation and determination. However, as the days went by, reality began to set in. One of the biggest challenges was the internal resistance I felt while trying to change ingrained habits. For example, after a week of dedicating myself to learning and meditation, I found myself struggling against the temptation to revert to old thought patterns, such as the fear of investing and the belief that money is scarce. These thoughts arose unexpectedly, creating a sense of doubt about the effectiveness of what I was trying to build. Another obstacle was the difficulty in maintaining consistency. On certain days, daily life demanded more from me, and finding time to dedicate to my practices became a struggle. With work commitments and personal life, I often found myself sacrificing the time I had set aside for reading and meditation. In moments like this, frustration settled in, and I began to question whether I would truly be able to make these lasting changes. Additionally, moments of comparison also emerged. Seeing others share their success stories and financial achievements made me feel inadequate. I asked myself, why am I not progressing as quickly as they are? This comparison made me hesitate, leading to feelings of insecurity and even stagnation. I realized that these feelings were detrimental to my wealth mindset, and I needed to remind myself that each journey is unique and that comparison only hinders my progress. Lastly, emotional resistance was a constant challenge. Reflecting on my financial past, I realized that there were painful experiences that left me with money-related traumas. Facing those memories was not easy, and on some occasions, I felt tempted to give up the challenge out of fear of confronting those truths. However, instead of backing down, I sought to see these difficulties as learning opportunities, understanding that to achieve a true mindset shift, I needed to face these emotions hidden. These struggles were pivotal moments in my journey, as they taught me the importance of resilience and self-reflection. Rather than allowing these challenges to paralyze me, I learned to use them as stepping stones for my personal growth. Continuing to move forward, even when things get tough, is what truly strengthens this wealth mindset. After facing the challenges and difficulties throughout my 30-day challenge, I arrived at a decisive moment that truly tested my new wealth mindset and provided me with a significant breakthrough. This intense moment occurred during the third week of the challenge. I had committed to practicing visualization daily, but as the days passed, I began to feel overwhelmed by daily obligations and external pressures. On one particularly stressful day, where doubts accumulated and time seemed scarce, I decided it was time to sit down and do some deep meditation. As I settled into my meditation space, I closed my eyes and focused on my breath, trying to release the tensions of the day. However, instead of achieving the clarity and peace I hoped for, I was flooded with negative thoughts. I began to question whether it was truly possible for me to achieve financial freedom and if I really deserved it. The internal battle was fierce, and the voice of doubt became almost deafening. It was then amidst this mental confusion that a powerful idea emerged. I needed not only to visualize what I wanted, but also to recognize and accept these negative emotions. With this new perspective, I began to visualize not just success, but also the difficulties I had faced and how those experiences had shaped me. Instead of fleeing from my insecurities, I confronted them. I imagined a scenario where I looked at these emotions as a part of myself, recognizing that they do not define my worth, but rather my desire to overcome these challenges. This shift in perspective was a true turning point. I felt as if a heavy burden had been lifted. From that moment on, I started to realize that the difficulties and negative emotions are merely parts of the journey, not insurmountable obstacles. This realization was liberating and gave me a new strength to continue working on my wealth mindset. After this transformative meditation, I decided that I would not only continue my visualization practice, but also incorporate this acceptance as a new technique. In the following days, as I sat down to meditate, I allowed myself to feel the emotions, but without letting them overwhelm me. I began to see these feelings as stepping stones leading me to a higher place of understanding and self-awareness. Moreover, this experience led me to have deeper conversations with friends and family about their own financial and emotional struggles. Sharing my vulnerability with them created a safe space for them to open up as well. This not only strengthened my relationships, but also reinforced the idea that we are all in this journey of self-discovery and growth together. Reaching this climax point in the challenge not only helped me overcome a moment of doubt, but also empowered me to view my journey in a new light. Through acceptance and visualization, I realized that true wealth begins from within and is reflected in every action and thought I have. This realization has become a milestone in my journey, and I am excited to see how this wealth mindset will continue to develop in the days remaining in the challenge. As we come to the end of this challenging and transformative 30-day period, it's time to reflect on the results and the profound impact this journey has had on my mindset and my life. Throughout this challenge, I have not only learned about the principles that govern a wealth mindset, but I have also experienced a significant internal shift. What began as a goal to develop a prosperous mindset has evolved into a journey of self-discovery and acceptance. By facing my fears and insecurities, I realized that true growth comes from within. This understanding has helped me build a solid foundation on which I can continue to develop my financial and personal skills. The daily practices of meditation and visualization were not merely mental exercises. They became tools that allowed me to access a deeper level of clarity and focus. By allowing myself to feel and accept my emotions, I was able to transform doubts into motivation. This mindset shift has reflected in other areas of my life, from how I manage my time to how I approach personal and professional challenges. Additionally, the technique of tracking my expenses and investments has provided me with greater control over my finances. Now I not only monitor where my money is being spent, but also identify opportunities to save and invest more wisely. This process of awareness is something I intend to maintain long-term, helping me build a stronger financial future. And so, as I look to what lies ahead, I feel motivated to continue applying the lessons I've learned. This journey does not end here. It is just the beginning of a life dedicated to continuous growth and the pursuit of an abundance mindset. Now I want to invite you to join me on this journey of self-discovery and development. If you're interested in enhancing your financial and personal life, be sure to check out my next video, where we'll explore more strategies and insights on how to build a winning mindset and achieve your goals. I would also love to hear about your experiences. Share in the comments how you have been working to develop your own wealth mindset or any challenges you've faced along the way. Your story can inspire others and create a supportive and learning community. And please, Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to stay updated on all new videos. Together we can continue this journey of transformation and growth.